Welcome back to Talk Show with Joe Rodriguez. I'm Mark Ruffalo. Oh man, what a week. Did you guys see the Elon Musk Halloween party? On Thursday, Tesla unveiled its auto taxi and Robovan. What a thing to watch. You had American Horror Story vans, that Robovan. I don't think that thing even was powered. Like, it looked like the Rose Parade. And now we have a pretend electric vehicle. I feel like the employees were just inside walking. All right, everybody. We got a walking step. I'm going to play a metronome. Josh, keep up. We got to make the investors believe it. They also revealed the new and revised Optimus robot. I don't know. I was watching a lot of these videos online, trying to convince myself that that thing was not a human being in a costume. I was not believing that it was a robot. And then I saw the wrists on the robot, and I was like, okay, yeah, those are too thin to be a human being. But maybe they did a casting call for people with thin wrists. Hey, bro, are you working at your wrist? Yeah, I want to be an Optimus robot. Yeah. Elon's going to walk around with his fingers and put it around your wrist. And if he can't put his fingers all the way around, you're not going to get casted, bro. Yeah, and they're going to make you fill up a margarita. But make sure you don't fill the glass. It's a test. They don't want you to fill the glass. They're running low on margarita juice. The Optimus robots were filling margaritas. Hi, can I get a margarita? Yes, sure. This is one of the two things I have learned. I have learned how to stand up and pour a margarita. Almost the whole cup. The cups were not filled fully with margaritas. The robots would fill it like 3/4 of the way. And just be like, here you go. And then it'll be like, how's your evening going? And it's like spilling the margarita. I don't know. What else is going on with me? Oh man, I've had a big consumer week. I bought a lot of stuff at Target. I had to buy chemicals from Target. My drains have been smelling bad. It's an unspoken cost to live in a cheap apartment. Oh, sure, I can afford $1,800. That's below the industry average of $20,000 per month. And then your freaking drains smell like a rotten lizard that died in 1943. So I had to buy chemicals. I ran out of bleach. I was there for bleach, rubbing alcohol, probiotics, and toothpaste. And I'll tell you what, the toothpaste is locked up now. This is what North Hollywood has come to. They have to lock up the frickin' toothpaste. I scanned the sensor to get help. I had to wait 10 minutes to get my toothpaste out. And then I made a joke. I was like, what'd the Sensodyne do? Why is it in jail? And she was like, sir, take your toothpaste. Shut up. Is there anything else I can help you with? And I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of need a lot of chemicals. My drains are smelling. Anyways, I spent $60. And then I had to do the, if you spend $40 or $60 on chemicals, they'll give you a $15 gift card. You ever have that? Oh, man. Cut to me buying 12 containers of bleach and rubbing alcohol. People are like, oh, man, report him to the terrorism watch list. What is he doing? And he's got toothpaste. The toothpaste has sodium bicarbonate. He's creating a bomb. Make sure he doesn't go to the nails. Like, I had to buy all these chemicals. But I got my gift card. Whoosh. All right, I think it's time for your clickbait report.
Clickbait report.
The clickbait report is where I review this week's most click-worthy or worthless news articles. Did you hear about this? Nintendo has created an alarm clock. Nintendo has released an alarm clock called Alarmo. Apparently, it is a smart alarm clock that senses when you get out of bed. The only problem that the internet found out is that if there are two people in your bed, it won't be able to tell who has gotten up. Cut to Nintendo users breaking up with their partners. Honey, we need to talk. I really love that we've moved in and even gotten a French bulldog, but I just kind of feel like we would be better as friends. No. It's not because you keep using my Nintendo Switch. All right. If you want me to come clean, I'll come clean, all right? It's because I got a Nintendo Alarmo.
What the fuck is wrong with you? We can buy 2 Nintendo Alarmos. I can sleep in the guest room.
No, baby. All right, fine. I'll tell you the truth. This is really hard for me to talk about, but I've been playing Nintendo Switch with someone in Tokyo. Her name is Becky, and we just have the best conversations on Discord. Honey, there's someone else.
She's like, I don't care. Let's have an open relationship with someone in Tokyo. Okay, I can Zoom with Becky. We can have FaceTimes. I don't want to break up, babe.
And he's like, fine, okay. The Nintendo Alarmo costs $100. The Nintendo Alarmo costs $100 and will even wake you up to sounds of Mario coins and the chirping Pimkin. Hey, it's me, Mario! You slam it with your Nintendo Switch. Designers Yosuke Tamori and Tetsuya Akama wanted to try out Nintendo's motion detection technology and decided to make an alarm clock. Alarmo has already sold out and will start its first shipments in 2025. For now, trying to make your relationship work.
I love Becky. She is part of our throuble. Let's have cyber sex with Becky. Mwah.
Did you hear about this? A woman's house in Washington was recently surrounded by 100 raccoons. A woman in Paulsbo, Washington, fed raccoons for 35 years and then recently got swarmed with 50 to 100 of the animals. I like that they do a really rough estimate. 50 to 100 is so honest. I don't like watching these cop shows where they were like, the man was running 345.6 yards away, and I was just like, do I run or do I fight? You know, I don't know what to... 345... How do you even know what a yard is? How do you know what a meter is? Oh, yeah, I walked about a meter, and then I saw the stone, and... Shut the... Meter? Is everyone a carpenter all of a sudden? Come on now. This Washington woman contacted a removal service that wanted $500 per raccoon. That's pretty expensive. You know what's free? Run around smashing pot lids, like pan lids. That woman down the road used to feed raccoons, and now she's trying to start a percussion group with them. I don't know. I don't know what happened to this neighborhood. Cut to a bunch of raccoons playing the drums in formations. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick it up, Ryan. You're the only tenor. It's so hard being a raccoon now. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife would like to remind us that while it's not illegal, you shouldn't feed wild animals. Raccoons remember a food source, just like me whenever I see that they're replenishing the snack cabinet at work. Suddenly I got to do a lot of copies. Oh yeah, I got to copy things and scan and staple. I learned how to make the printer staple, and I feel good. No, bro, I'm standing there because I want the protein bars. I'm going to shove them in my pockets. Did you hear about this? A new TikTok trend is for people to rub beef tallow on your lips as a substitute for Botox. This trend has emerged that possibly could give you plump lips if you just knew what beef tallow was.
And I want to look it up, but I can't afford Botox. I guess I'll get my lips plump by kissing beehives. Mwah. Where is the nearest beehive? I guess I have to use my phone. It's all the way on the other side of the couch.
Beef tallow is a type of beef fat found around a cow's kidneys. You need to melt the fat for it to be rendered. Adobe Premiere Pro has entered the chat. Did someone say render? How many layers are we talking about? I need computer spec stat. Rendering is hard. Many people render fat by making a soup and then refrigerating it so it's easy to separate the fat from the liquid. Mom, can you make a soup? Angela, in the 13 years I've raised you, you have never asked for a soup. Let me feel your forehead. Are you sick? Don't look at me, Mom. My lips aren't plumped yet. Get in the car. I know just the place. Mom, why are we at Best Buy? You need plump lips. I need to vacuum the floor. We're buying a Dyson. We'll hide it in the garage. Don't tell Dad. Okay, fine. It's cheaper than beef tallow. Beef tallow has been lauded with clearing some people's acne. It has also caused rashes on some users. Don't worry. TikTok trends have also suggested snail slime, nightingale poop, salmon sperm, or a serum containing cells from a South Korean baby's foreskin. All things you can find at Erewhon. All right, I got some sad news for you. Boo-hoo. A pilot has died on his flight from America to Turkey. Flight TK204 departed from Seattle around 7 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday. The pilot appears to have had health issues over Canada as the plane approached the east coast of the U.S. No word if his co-pilot smothered him with a Cheez-It wrapper. The plane was taken over by co-pilots and maneuvered to Syracuse, New York for an emergency landing. Yes, we had a terrible flight. Very bumpy, very bumpy. Terrible noise is coming from the lavatory. And no Cheez-Its. I wanted the Cheez-Its. I don't know. I don't know where the Cheez-Its went. I don't know. In more airplane news, this one really affects you. Apparently, it's very hard to fly with a 19th century violin. Esther Abrami, a professional violinist, was unable to bring her ancient violin as a carry-on on her Ryanair flight. The violin is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was created in the 19th century by Jean-Baptiste Vuillaume. The instrument is about 22 some odd inches long and ended up being a half inch beyond Ryanair's limit for carry-on items. Hey, I'm new to Tinder. Send me a violin pic. Nice. How long is that? 22 some odd inches. Nice. Want to come over and play sad music together naked? Bet. What's your addy? Abrami has traveled from her home in Marseille, France to various recording sessions with Ryanair in the past, and she's usually allowed to bring her old violin aboard as a carry-on. But this time, the gate agent told her it needed to be checked. I just want to ask you something. If your violin is worth $100,000, aren't you booking a seat for it? Strap that baby up. $100,000, $400 flight. This is... you don't need an economics class to figure this out. Strap it up. Put it in. Buy 2 seats. Buy the whole row at this point. I've seen dogs worth less money sitting in seats all strapped up. Oh, this is Buckley. He's a mutt. We found him on the side of the road. Oh, yeah, his head was stuck in a coffee container, but he always flies business class now. Yeah, he even has his own American Airlines credit card, yeah. He can go into the lounges, and we have to wait outside. He flies way more than us. He's a busy mutt, yeah. The dog is like... It's peeing on a baby. I don't know these stories I tell you. Abrami is hoping this story will bring attention to what it's like traveling with orchestra instruments. And she is not alone. In 2013, airport workers snapped a $13,000 cello bow in half. And in Tennessee, a $45,000 cello was destroyed after being stored under golf clubs. Welcome back to PGA America. This year, Tiger Woods back in the game. It is said that transportation for Tiger is not easy. He has premier golf clubs that must be flown on top of a $45,000 cello at all times. Wow, the pros have their quirks, let me tell you. It has come to light that musicians are often overlooked, and major air carriers often have complicated baggage rules that can cause surprises at the airport. Maybe musicians need their own airline. Welcome aboard Orchestra Air. All our first-class seats are reserved for cello and violinists. We know you need extra arm room to play your instruments in flight. Oboists are welcome to our economy class, where earplugs are free, and you are welcome to soak your reed in complimentary soda water. If you forgot your reed, you can use a Cheez-It. All right, let's get to our weather news. Dallas Rains, where are you?
Oh, I'm back. Hey, I was just putting my face in the air fryer again.
Welcome back, Dallas Rains. If you've been hitting a lot of curbs like me lately, do not fear. There has been an unusually high amount of fog in Southern California. SoCal has been dealing with an unusual, long-lasting high-pressure system above us since the summer.
Oh my gosh, what a morning, boss. I'm so sorry I'm late. I sideswiped 3 cars. And I drove through a McDonald's. I thought it was Ann Coulter's BMW, so I just pressed the gas faster than you can say Kamala Harris for president. Did I miss the 10 a.m. sync? Oh my God, this high-pressure system needs to leave.
Rose Schoenfeld, a National Weather Service meteorologist, said that we have been without Santa Ana or any offshore winds that would usually help blow the fog towards the ocean. Potheads are going to love this.
Why'd you pull me over, officer?
I didn't pull you over. You've been hotboxing your Corolla in a Taco Bell parking lot for an hour. I've been watching you. License and registration right now.
Oh, bro, it's not weed, it's the high pressure system. Pushing down the marine layer. Officer, I promise.
Shut it. I've heard that 1,000,000 times this week.
Officer, please.
All right. I'm feeling generous. If you let me take a rip off your gravity bong that I just saw you shove in the glove box, and you buy me a chicken quesadilla, I'll let you off with a warning.
Oh, heck yeah, Officer Bruh. I love climate change. Everyone's acting wacky.
In more weather news, a new solar flare could bring the northern lights as far south as Alabama. I love beer. I love horses. And I sure do love my northern lights. They do crazy reflections on my Airstream roof. A coronal mass ejection, CME, is causing a severe geomagnetic storm that could disrupt power grids, satellites, and GPS navigation. Honey, we were supposed to make a right 3 miles ago. Why are we sitting in your ex-wife's driveway?
Oh, damn. Joe Rodriguez warned us about a coronal mass ejection. Oh, sorry. Science, babe. Sorry.
Oh, yeah? How do you explain the fact that she just texted you a pregnant emoji?
Oh, my God. That's the disrupted satellites, honey. Joe warned us about those too.
You can see that couple on Judge Steve Harvey, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern on ABC, stream next day on Hulu. The sun has an 11-year cycle of heightened activity, and the silver lining is that the aurora borealis will be visible in unusual places like California and Alabama.
Oh, man, officer, this has been such a good hang. Oh, my God. Is that the aurora borealis?
What are you talking about, Elias? Are you the Golden State Killer?
No, look up, officer.
Whoa! I'm tripping balls!
I was the Golden State Killer after all.
All right, that's your show this week. I'll see you next week.